Hi guys, welcome back. Now, this video is more of a 1 week roundup of everything that's happened or anything that I've posted update wise in the patch notes, taking all the key parts that I think you need to know and condensing it into one clip. Now, I'll also be looking through Reddit, try to find some cool concepts, also some dev updates that may not have been heard or found by everyone, and also some concepts that may come into the game. Please, by all means, leave discussions down below. I always reply to every message. You can join the Discord. We're doing giveaways daily for different games, not just Scum, where we like to talk about what's coming in Scum. We try to help people who are new to the game and really just try and grow the community as much as we can. Now, I'll jump straight in now and just refresh you on all the main topics that happened in the patch notes. At the beginning of the week, anti-cheat was added to the game. Now, I didn't personally come across any hacking, but apparently on the official servers it was extremely bad, to the extent a lot of people actually stopped playing until this was added. Now, I still haven't seen any cheaters since anti-cheat was added, but I have been told there's still hacks that have been manipulated around the anti-cheat system, but the guys are sorting it. I.e. speed hacking, I know that was stomped out in a later update this week, so hopefully as time goes by they'll manage to catch all different variations of hacks and stomp it out as quick as possible. Next, the spawn rate of animals was increased. Now, I found it extremely hard to find animals in this game. Since this update landed, I have found it a lot easier to find them, and the tracking seems to work a lot better when you hold right click, whereas before it was very hit or miss. Increased the hearing range of gunshot sounds. Now, before this was added, I couldn't hear any gunshot sounds behind me at all. Now it's been added, I hear them all the time, and it gives you that chance to start running towards a potential gunfight with a spear and try and snowball the hell out of it. 8 inventory slots were added to Bulletproof Vest, a welcomed addition, quality of life. It has loads of pockets on it, so there's no reason why it shouldn't have had it. Possible animal despawning bug fix. Now basically you would hit an animal, it would run away and vanish. It happened to me quite a lot. Since the update I have found that it doesn't happen anymore, but if it's still happening to you, please put it in the comments or go in the Reddit and Discord. The sentries now miss less bullets. I can assure you this is the case. The mechs are a bit more difficult. You have to be very coy when fighting the mechs or trying to sneak past them. Next, a good quality of life change. The fire drill skill level was actually reduced this week. Now personally I find that's a fantastic move. A lot of people who watch my how to cook video couldn't actually make the fire drill. I feel personally a fire drill should be an extremely basic item, and now it is, so a good move because a lot of people were struggling to find matches, lighters, etc, etc. So this for me is a very good move for the newer player coming into the game. Next, the first wave of server optimization was added to decrease lag. I personally found a lot less heavy stutters, but I do find on the official servers they are quite laggy. I find that's mainly because they're always 64 max popped. On community servers or smaller pop servers I feel that performance is a lot better. Next, the shelter and storage box was fixed on single player mode. I've checked it on mine and it works fine now. However, I have been told by other people it still doesn't work for them. Adjusted temperature calculation while in the water, so you will get cold faster. Now, this was something that they really hyped up their system of getting wet. So now it looks as if it's going to start pushing really deep because you have to dry your clothes, remember, and it is quite time consuming. The best thing to do is just keep out the actual rivers and lakes, and when it's raining just go inside. It doesn't rain for too long, and from what I've found anyway. Next, the sentries have got a new voice. Personally I prefer the old voice. The new one is it just sounds really cheap and shit, to be honest, but I suppose it will grow in time. Enabled admin commands in single player, so now that all servers have admin ability, your single solo player, you can actually do it now as well. If you go into my Discord, I have got a list of all of the commands on an Excel document. You can freely download it, it's just a Google Doc, and use that to get you by. And finally, for the updates this week, you can now craft a stab proof vest. This is an improvised stab vest. It's not the best, and it looks like a suicide vest, to be honest. I personally find it very easy to get a bulletproof vest from the puppets, so it's up to you if you want to use the time and resources to make this. Digestion rate was increased by 30% over the entire day of a server day, so it means you have to eat more. Disable glow of shelter and storage box, meaning at night it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. If you made one and ran past it from a distance, you could see it, so other players could see it as well. Server browser refresh is stoppable now. The UI for the server searches has had a lot of work this week, and personally I think they work a hell of a lot better. And finally, last but not least, optimization finally hit the servers this week. Now, I have noticed a good increase in FPS in certain areas, and especially when I'm first loading in, it doesn't take a while for everything to get to a stable state now. However, I do hear that some people are still having issues on the official servers because they're max pop, so they will struggle. Now, moving on to hidden assets. This was discovered basically because the asset list was released for admins to spawn items in. Now, some items were found within these lists and in actual game files, which contain stuff like the TP, as you can see here, the Santa suit, parachutes, lockpicks, wolves, all different things. Now, these are in the system, just not actually in the game yet. Are they going to hit the game? We do not know. Nothing's been confirmed, but it's probable that they will come in at some point. Now, on Reddit, someone also found this, the keycard system. Now, this could tie in with something we're going to speak about later, quests. It could be a case of part of the quest is to get a keycard and go into some of the bunkers which currently aren't able to enter at the minute. These are outposts, they have like UFC fighting rings and stuff. This may lead into that. Now, there's no timescales on when this stuff's coming out or anything, but the question I want to ask you is, what would you like to see come into the game? Now, we know that there's going to be definitely bows coming into the game. As you can see here, the devs have confirmed that, a more primitive long-range weapon, which is ideal because a lot of people are struggling with just the sticks at the start, holding the left click in, having to change to first person and throw it, and a lot of times, for me personally, the puppets jump over the bloody things. So, I'd just like to know what you guys would like to see. Now you've played the game for a good week, in some cases, what do you think would be the best thing to come in? Also this week I done a full video on the roadmap for Scum. Now I found this on Reddit and covered all the points, but I've picked out some key points to keep this shorter. If you want to watch the full video, I'll put a link below, and if you want to read the post, the link will also be down below as well. Now, first of all, functional vehicles and different vehicle types. This got a lot of responses in the comment section. A lot of people asking for things like bikes, as I said before, cars, and also asked the question, how would you fuel the cars? How would you be able to fix them? Will it become as a skill level, etc.? So there's a lot of possibilities with this as well. A big one for me, fortification and base functional. That means basically being able to take over a house. There's also traps that were found in the hidden assets. Again, if you want to see that full video, the link is below. Safe zones. Now this is one that worried me a little bit because in a survival game I don't really think there should be safe zones. So if they do come in, we'll have to see how they're implemented. Additional weapons and gear. I think everyone will agree there's not a lot of guns in the game. They're quite limited assets, so any more guns is welcome. And finally, larger urban areas. Now, towns are quite sparse. You get the little villages, yes, everywhere, but I personally find the loot in towns pretty shit. I don't really find a lot of good stuff in there, and sometimes I come away thinking I've just wasted 20 minutes and used rounds when I didn't have to because I get nothing back in return. So hopefully with larger urban areas also comes better loot. So guys, that's a roundup of the week, everything that I've covered from updates to the roadmap and everything else. I've been doing patch notes update videos, but hopefully when it quietens down I'll do one a week, which will be this on a Sunday. Just a roundup of everything from Scum in the community, what we've found, what's been discussed, problems that have been identified, fixes that have been done, and just an all-round update for everyone who plays Scum and follows the channel. So if you like this idea and you want to see it more, let me know. If you think it's a total bust, again, let me know. But I'll try it for a couple of weeks just to see how it goes. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one. I go la 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 la.